Hello over on the tubes, trying to get the last platform started up. It's not working. Well, not last, second to last. Last is always TikTok. TikTok is always the last. But let's see. I know we're on a little bit early today. Hi, Feisty, No Name, Crystal, Luca, Johnny, BMC, hello. And then we also had Taro. Welcome to the mod team. Ruby, Joey, and Tom. Hello, everybody. Joey, I tried to make sure you were going to have help, so we got help going. Oh, whatever. Stop being dumb. There we go. Hello. Twitch just does not like me. 5, 4, 3, 2, buttons. Hi. If I miss you guys and saying hello, I'm sorry. There we go. Hopefully. I'm always trying to do like 6 million different things. What else is new? Am I right? Like, I'm literally always doing the mostest. There we go. Twitch is officially up, and at it. Let's activate that. There we go. Minimize you. Delete, edit. 25. Welcome to the walkthrough of my chaotic brain. Hi, Lainey. Chaos. Utter chaos, everybody. Well, quite a bit, Forge. We're traveling. Just a friendly reminder for everybody. Today's the last stream for the next week, so that'll be awesome. I hope all of, especially my moderators, take a nice, huge vacation. De-stress, decompress, all of the things so you're not stressed. Well, I already said that. But yeah, don't worry. The trolls, well, while they will leave with me to a degree. Hey, Bishop. Hi, Catalyst. I'm going wherever I want to go. I'm going to Cali. I don't know what you said, Tucker. Yeah. Did you say something specific, or are you saying what I said didn't come out right? Listen, my brain is chaos. Woo. It is absolute chaos. That is a true statement. Beverly Hills. Why is that like that's insane. Why would I get a reminder? Like, what? That's odd. Touch some grass. Well, what? I don't know that song well enough to keep up on it, so all I can say is Beverly Hills in a sing-songy voice. Wallow, see hello. Potato, hello. Thank you. My hair be doing hair things. Hey, Kay. It always just depends.
You're awesome.
Tyler starting us off. Hey, Warner, saying excited for you to educate our uninformed fellow citizens with facts and logic. We try. We definitely give it a go. TikTokers, y'all know the drill. Tippy tap that screen all the way up as quickly as you can. I really want to bring this with me, so I will. Time it and consider the delay. Yeah. Thank you, No Fourth, for the jewels. They are, Cat. I agree with you. They are. They definitely tend to be. Well, as everybody typically knows in my live, we don't start it until TikTok gets up to 5,000 likes. So be booping that screen if you want to hear the conversations getting going. America making up or breaking up with who? We already broke up with the G20, so, you know, something like that. Something like that. Oh, that is a good one, Kaga. I will tell you that. That one is a good one. Hi, everyone. Oh, with itself? Ooh. Oh, naps are important, in my personal opinion. Thank you. As you guys are coming in, also send your daily heart me. I appreciate you so much for that. Yeah, Feisty. Feisty says, like and subscribe, guys. Exactly. Oh, man. How was everyone's Monday? I hope it went well. My Monday was just another day. Got things to do and everything else like that. Yeah, did a bunch of stuff. Got things to get by. Y'all just say the craziest things. What you doing? There we go. Hey, barbecue. Ooh, good. I hope so. Good. I hope good luck on that one for sure, Walosi. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Some interesting stuff happened in the news. It looks like the charges against Letitia James and Comey were dismissed without prejudice, which means it does give the chance for the Department of Justice to submit new charges or get another indictment. The indictment itself was completely tossed, especially after it came out that when it came to Comey, they didn't give the correct indictment. It's very interesting. Hi, Christopher. So, I'm perfectly okay with the fact that it is going to be um without prejudice. I figured that that was going to be the case. Um no, I got you, Walosi. I released it. Yeah, swing on a miss. So basically, they brought one set of indictments to the grand jury, went back, changed, modified them, etc. And then just had two individuals out of the entire grand jury sign it, which is not the way that it's supposed to go. So it's definitely funny. Oh no, I don't disagree with you. Comey is definitely like, I'm not saying he's a good person in any way, shape, or form. Not saying that at all. Okay, Angelica. I don't know where Yoshi is. Hey, B. Sometimes these just get twisted. See, when you guys say that in the chat, you're typically just trolls, so... Hey, Jeff. Hi, how old are you?
Yeah, so I'm 23.
Oh. Is that your real voice, or are you, like, trying to change it?
No, it's a very real voice, 100% authentic.
Oh, okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm supporting Trump, but I'm definitely not
Then you're
supporting
not the
the
person that
radical
I'm
left
looking to
Democrat
talk to.
Party. No, the Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat, so I don't think you you guys think that, well, not everybody, but so there's a vast majority of individuals that think that any person that speaks negatively against Donald Trump must automatically be a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. If you want to say you left the Democratic Party, then good for you. Like, you think I'm going to care? Like, it's a private institution, technically. The DNC is a private institution. I don't give a shit about the Democrats. Like, okay, cool. I am not beholden to a party. And I think that's probably the best way to be. I also don't understand anybody that sorry, I didn't mean to say bloat. Vote blue no matter who. I don't understand that group either. I keep saying bloat for whatever reason. Vote red no matter what. Like, I don't understand them either. I don't understand either side that does that. And I will always say it on both sides. It's not vote blue no matter who. There are issues when it comes to that, right? There are issues on voting for whoever the Republican candidate is. If you stick to a party and you want to just go straight down party lines, you're not leaving yourself open to any new ideas, and you're sticking yourself in a little box willingly, and I don't get that one for sure. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Fuck you, bitch.
Is that supposed to hurt my feelings? What are the other hills? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what other hills there are. I'm just saying, like, I am a person that votes for policy, right? Like, look into policies and then base it off of that, right? Yeah, Catalyst, they love to troll. Someone just said vote for Fuentes. Absolutely not. Oh, well, Julie, for one, I'm an adult. So, thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, Jesus loves you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Nope. See, you can't say that, Kaga. That's considered like manipulation and stuff. Don't do that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, dog!
I don't know what that was. Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, I didn't want to do it in that moment. It sounded like a kiddo, and I didn't want to do that. So it's not as fun when it's a kid that says it. I just kind of want to say that to the adults that take it negatively. Oh, mercy on me. Where is this? Hey, Wendy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? If you need help, call 911. Like, sounded like you were screaming for whatever reason. And if you need help, call 911, my guy. Guys, if you're on TikTok, be sure to be double tapping that screen. We should be at 25,000 likes in the next 3 minutes. At least that's the expectation, is for every 15 minutes, 25,000 likes. And I do appreciate that so much. Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? They might. That's kind of sad. Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, that's what it was, Yoshi? Okay. I mean, if that's your religion, that's your religion. You do you, boo-boo. No, Pizza Man, that's actually not true at all in any way, shape, or form. Oh, hey, Ash. Got it. Well, nice to know, Ash. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Your campaign's like your family.
Children are out of school. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar. Okay, that's interesting. Et tu, Brute. Hey, Matt, if you can help me out by inviting people up, that'd be cool. Oh, see, Pizza Man, and this is going to be the last comment of yours that I replied to. Me not supporting the President of the United States is not asking for the President to fail. I just don't support the actions that he's taken. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
The Roman Empire will rise again. Oh.
Et tu, Brute?
You're awesome.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Y'all calling about that sitting job.
You need a job?
The babysitting. You got a kid you need to be looked after.
Nah, ma'am.
Is this for Sonata next week or something?
Nope.
What? Are you looking for a sitter?
Do you want a cat? I'm giving
You trying to
away a
waste my
cat.
time? Why you putting up signs like this all around the place?
I'm sure we're not, so.
You're trying to waste people's time with
Just
this
yours.
bullshit.
Just yours.
This is some joke. I thought I'd get paid. You gonna pay me?
Nope. You want a cat?
Cause you waste my time and my minute.
Okay. Well, then hang up.
I forget you?
Hang up. Did you run out of your script? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 16.
16. Are you? Oh, okay. Sorry. Can't talk to you, buddy. My Monday is good so far. Got to go in for 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. for work. I hope you are thriving. Big support from Rudy. Well, thank you, Rudy. I appreciate that. Well, I guess Matt is not helping out. Do I have anybody in here? Hector, come back on your main. Hi, cuties and beauties. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Monday. And remember your daily dose of hydration and snackies. Now stay amazing. Holla. Well, then come up here, you little weirdos. So here's what's up, right? Here's what I found funny. Okay. So we all already know that Ukraine met in Geneva, right, with the European leaders, and they were going through the peace plan that was proposed by Trump. Hello? All right. If you're calling from a blocked number, we're just gonna hang up on you. Thanks. And we'll just actually go ahead and do this. Yeah. Then you just can't be heard. Hi, how old are you? 21. Cool. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? You're the kid that just called in and said you were 15. Go away. Megan, start inviting everybody. Thank you. You should have that capacity. Hi, how old are you? Hi, how old are you? 35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? All right. Hell yeah. Have a good one. All right. If you are not a Trump voter, then do not hit that request to join button. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hi, how old are you? Okay, you're not. Hi, how old are you? 38. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? Then you're not my. You're not my. Nope. You're not my demographic. Yes, there's a reason, Avery, and that's because I'm tired of the spam callers. So, and the beeping is annoying for me. That means it's annoying for you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Awesome. How old are you? 47. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? Fantastic. And can you tell me what Donald Trump has done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Are we live or no?
Can you tell me what Donald Trump has done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Yeah, the reason I continue to support him is because even though he became a politician, I feel like he came from the outside in and is not a real true politician. He doesn't. He was a true outsider in the way he speaks. You can understand him. He keeps his promises. So everything that he ran on, you know, all 3 terms, he continues to keep his promises. And he's not like the other politicians that tell you one thing and then they get into office and do the complete opposite.
Oh, yeah, that's actually not true, though.
Well, no, it is true. The
No,
border is
it's
secure.
not. It's still not true,
Yeah,
sir.
the border is
Let me
secure.
help you out with something.
And the Biden administration, all they did was lie and say that was secure, but it wasn't.
That's because you just don't know anything, nor did you do any research. So
I was a 16-year Democrat. I
good
voted for
you.
Obama.
I don't give a shit if you voted for who. I don't care. Like, cry harder. Like, I don't. You want a gold star?
Nobody's crying. My man's in office, so why would I cry?
Whine more, I guess, because that's what you sound like right now. And T-Ways. So
Why
can
don't you give me some factual information and tell me why you don't support him?
Maybe because
And-
you just
and
keep
who
doing
do you
blah blah
support? How
blah
about
blah
let's start
blah
there?
the whole time. Hey, here, I'll help you out with
Who
something.
do you support?
Sure. So here, I would love to answer your questions if you're able to.
You support yourself?
Again, I would love to answer your questions if you can have
Yeah.
some level of maturity and shut your mouth for, like, I don't know,
Is
30
that a level of
seconds.
maturity, talking to people like that disrespectfully?
Sir,
that's
if you
typical-
keep
typical
asking me
liberal wrestling or-
questions and you won't
No
let me
factual
answer,
information.
okay, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so
Go
here,
ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Answer it out.
answer it without you talking over me. And I know that's probably going to be super duper difficult for you. And that's okay. I'm not here for your fragile masculinity that you're already exhibiting. So here's what's up, okay?
Yeah,
So,
let's hear it.
when it comes to Donald Trump, and you made the very outrageous claim that he upholds all of his promises that
Yep.
he's ever made, right? He hasn't. Grocery prices are up. Gas prices are actually on the rise right now. So
Inflation
all
is
of
down.
that's not true according to his
It is
own
true.
Bureau of Labor
Inflation is down. You're
Statistics
lying.
data
You're
that's
lying
coming
to your-
out.
to your
So we
podcast.
know all of that's not true. He literally campaigned on affordability and he's absolutely failing at that, right? Again, it's called the Bureau of
No, I
Labor
disagree with
Statistics
you.
data, the CPI data that was released on October 24th, 2025. Feel free to go look it up.
long has he
Literally,
been
you
in
can type in
office?
CPI
Your
BLS.gov
Democrats were in office
October
for 4 years,
2025
destroying the
release,
country
and you'll
destroying
pull it
inflation.
right up.
This is the
Inflation's at
result of the
3%
Democrats in
year over
power.
year, month over month. It increased by 0.3%. Gas is also up and on the rise. And as
No,
far as
gas is down.
campaign
That's a lie.
promises go, additionally to that, the
That's a
Ukraine-Russian
lie.
war is
You're-
still
you're-
ongoing. Israel and
you're-
Hamas, guess what? They just called off the ceasefire entirely because the IDF continued to kill individuals, civilians in Palestine on a daily fucking basis since this peace ceasefire deal, whatever, was signed. When it comes to the border, I'm sure you're going to go off on some weird tangent about, oh my gosh, 20 million immigrants
need to,
came
'cause
in
the
through
border
the
is secure
southern
now.
border under the last administration and they lied to us
Border
about it being
crossings are
secure.
at an all-time low.
And I don't
The
know
last
if you
administration
realize this, but
lied.
you won't be able
They
to
lied
find
and
me
they had the
any
border
statistical
open.
data on
They
the
allowed
Department of Homeland
illegals to
Security,
enter the country
ICE.gov, or
without
CBP.gov
being
that's going to
unchecked.
give me the crossing data. You're not going to be able to find that for me. And what we do know is that
I saw the
encounters
videos
are
of
still
the
occurring
illegals
at the
coming
southern
across the
border. You
border
can
unchecked.
find that just at on
Terrorists were allowed into the country.
CBP.gov. Donald Trump
Illegal
also
rapists and
campaigned
murderers were
each
allowed into
time
the country. Is that the kind of
on
country you wanna live in?
getting rid of the ACA and replacing it with his own plan. And he's never once not even once in
Yeah, that's
10
because he's not a king. You
years
need Congress to
actually
be able
put
to replace
together
the
a
ACA.
health care plan and
King
released
Trump's
it.
not a king.
We
If he was a
also
king,
know
then
that
he could
he
just
recently
replace
was
things
asked
as you're
about it
speaking
about
about.
2 months ago
Thank you
on,
for
guess
thank you for
what?
illustrating my point that Trump is
On
not
an
a king.
interview where he
You think you're
also
a king on
said
your
that they're still
podcast, and you're
working
not.
on that plan to replace
Your
the
shitty
ACA.
podcast.
And we can call it Trump care. I don't care what you call it, but it's not the ACA. It's not Obamacare anymore. Like, so he hasn't. Like, you lied so many times. And
No,
also
I
to
didn't
help you
lie.
out
The
with
border is
something to
secure.
answer
Gas
your
prices
other
are down. The
question
economy is
is you
stabilizing and
specifically
inflation is
asked me,
down.
right?
You're a liar.
Who
You're a
do
liar,
you
and you
do you
support the evil
support?
Democrats.
I don't know if
The
you realize
Democrats are a
this. I
disgusting
don't
party.
have to support anyone. I am not beholden to a politician.
Beautiful. We're on the same
Politicians
page. I don't
haven't done
support the
anything
Republicans
for
or the
me
Democrats. I
specifically.
support
I
all
owe them
Americans.
zero
Do you
loyalty.
support Americans
And
over
because
illegals
there
or
is
illegals
no
over
person
Americans?
in a position of
Who do you
power right
support?
now
Do
at
you
the
support
federal level
Americans or do you support
that can
illegals?
actually do anything, I
Do you
don't
want to put
have
the
to
American people
support
first?
anyone.
Answer my
Right?
question. Do you
Very
want to put
similar, like if
Americans
I
first or do you want to
supported
put
Donald
illegals first?
Trump, that
Answer
would
my
mean I
question.
would be in support of the actions that he's
All you
taking.
do is
And
spew
I
nonsense and
definitely
you don't
don't
answer
support
questions.
any of
Do
the
you
actions
want
that
to
he's
support
taking.
illegals first
So
or
I
Americans
don't
first?
know
Who
what
do you
else to tell
support?
you, but I hope that answered all of the
Are
questions
you
that you
Canadian or
spouted
something?
off
What
without
country are you
allowing me
from?
to answer them at
I
any
don't think
point
you're
in
an American. I
time.
think you're a Canadian.
Okay.
Are you from Canada?
Nope.
Where are you from? I'm from Los Angeles. Where are you from?
Colorado, Pookie Pie. You called a
Okay, Colorado.
720 area
Yeah,
code. Shouldn't that have helped you out?
disgusting Colorado has imprisoned Tina Peters, who found election fraud in Mesa County, Colorado. That's the disgusting state that you live in.
I
That
don't
state is
live there.
overrun
You
by
just
the
asked me
Democrats,
where
just like
I'm
Los Angeles, just
from.
like California. The
Wow.
Democrats
I'm so
screw up
sorry.
every
Is where
state
you're
that they
from
control.
equate to like where you live?
Every state that's controlled by the Democrats is completely in shambles. That's the kind of people
I like
that
how
you.
you're complaining from your high horse. You do realize
I'm
like
not on a high horse,
California.
young lady.
Can you remind me what is California's GDP compared to the rest of the world?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Fourth, Massachusetts is number one in education across the entirety of the United
That's
States
so
of
ridiculous.
America.
The education
Massachusetts
system in
is
America is
also
completely
ranked in the
screwed up.
top 15 in the entire. Oh, you hung up. In the entire world. He could move out. Yeah, he could. If you're going to ask me like 16 different questions, don't give me the chance to respond or get more than 3 words out into the start of my sentence, then yeah, I'm going to get to the point where I just overtalk you because you're doing that the entire time. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Hi, how old are you?
31.
31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, but varying. Kind of seems like what he's doing is definitely making go the other way. Some things I do support, some things he's making it very difficult to.
Okay. Well, you sound too unsure, so I am going to move on, but I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
You're
Awesome. How old are you?
I think you're breaking up.
How old are you?
18, man.
Okay, if you're 15, I can't help you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello. Yeah.
How old are you?
So I'm 21.
21. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Yes. What has Donald Trump done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
So I think it's going to be threefold. I think it's going to be, firstly, his pushback on abortion. Secondly, his support of Israel. And
Okay. Hey,
thirdly,
real quick on
his
that first
support-
point, where's the uvula on a woman? Where's a woman's uvula?
Why does that matter towards
Where's the
whether it
woman's
is
uvula?
Can you tell me why that matters?
While you're Googling it? Sure, because you don't know a woman's anatomy, so shut up about abortion. So where's the woman's
Okay, well,
uvula?
should you know? Should you
Where's
know
where's
where
the
a dog
uvula?
makes an easy to
Where's the
know if you can
woman's
kill it?
uvula? Where's the
Okay, is
woman's
that equated
uvula?
to if I can kill it? Is that equated to if I can kill a baby? Question mark.
Where's the woman's
Answer the
uvula?
question. Oh wow, so if I don't,
Gotcha. So you don't know. I don't understand why you just can't say, I don't know. I know, right, Chad? And like, you took all that time just to try to Google it. What does that matter? You're not even in America, my guy. Somebody said it's obviously. Sorry. Like, I don't, what do you want me to do? Like, what does it matter? Somebody said his nose. Yeah, his Google lagged. That is very true. That's not even your innocence headshot. Like, it's not. Thank you, Court. Like, I'm just saying, like, I feel as though if you want to speak about that, especially as a man speaking to a woman, you should at least know basic anatomy. Yeah, he probably couldn't spell the uvula. Thank you, Ruby, for the jewels. Thank you, PH, for the jewels. Degan says, ask your president if he's America first. I'll give you a hint. Yeah, it would be for yes, Rael. Nari, thank you. Oh, I did, actually. Nah, he just hasn't done anything significant to move forward that movement since he was elected into office this go around. And I also think it's dumb that somebody that can never have an abortion, wow, you know what it is? If you are incapable of obtaining an abortion because you don't have all the parts, you have incapable of ever getting pregnant, then guess what? Solution is you don't get one. Don't fuck a pro-choice woman. I don't know. I'm actually going to read this one real quick. Matt Brewer says, you can still have an opinion on abortion even if you aren't a woman because it is human rights. So I didn't say that he couldn't have an opinion on abortion because he wasn't a woman. I said he doesn't have a basic understanding of anatomy, and so therefore he should shut up about the subject. I don't know if you guys know this, but everybody has a uvula. Right? And if you actually look up human rights, I don't know if you're familiar with the World Health Organization, but abortion is considered a human rights on the world standard, the world level. So, whoopsie daisy. How about that? But if you support Donald Trump still, feel free to call the number at the top of the screen and I'll have a conversation with you. And T-Ways. Y'all are so funny. Actually, that's funny. Maybe it's like, what? I actually don't know what that comment says. Never mind. And T-Ways. Hey, Lala, can you start inviting people up? We'll just go through some of the news. I don't remember if I put in all of the news in my Discord tonight. Let's take a peek. So let's see. Oh yeah, Canada is updating their citizenship laws. It's very interesting that they're going to do that. I haven't looked into it further or completely. We've designated Cartel de los Soles as a terrorist organization. That's interesting. Let's see. We didn't go to the G20. So even though the next meeting for the G20 is supposed to be held within the United States of America, no US representative showed up in order to actually have the ceremony of passing on that gavel over. Guys on TikTok, there's 360 of you in here. You guys all should be double tapping that screen and we should be at 50,000 likes 2 minutes ago. So guys, keep double tapping the screen. Sorry that nobody wants to call in. I guess what, I've offended them? I normally do. So I just offend them by existing. Yisrael kills Hezbollah military leader in Beirut strike, which is a violation of their truce. They weren't supposed to fire in Beirut, based off of a truce agreement that they signed. So guess what? Like, isn't that so funny? Israel's ignoring their own truce agreements. And I'm not saying that terrorist organizations need to like continue on. I don't agree with any terrorist organization. Hezbollah would be one of them. But that doesn't mean that you get to violate a truce agreement. Sorry, not sorry. How about the one where Texas men were indicted in a plot to take over a Haitian island and enslave women and young children? American citizens. But you also worried about, yeah. Oh. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot that one of our NATO allies encountered a Russian warship pretty far from home. I think it was off of UK. Let's see. Yeah, the United Kingdom intercepted a Russian warship and a tanker off of Britain's southern coast in the past 2 weeks. They're a little bit far from home. What are they doing over here? Well, I mean, if nobody wants to call, I will definitely just hang up or like get off the air. It's totally fine. Like, I have other things to do. I would love to still be on here because this is my last day before vacation. Vacation starts when I end the stream. So if you guys listen, I will report on the news. There's going to be 2 ways to keep me going on here, okay? I am happy to report on the news and just talk to myself. But that means I better see TikTok gifts flying. I better see the taps on TikTok be flying the fuck up. New memberships over on Tubes, continued support over on the Tubes, bits over on Twitch, subscriptions over on Twitch, like whichever one, guys. Like, if you want me to just read through the news, I will happily do it, but I gotta see movement. I gotta see this continue up. I gotta see you guys blowing me up for the last little bit you have me on the stream before a week vacation. Thank you, Phantom, so much for gifting out 5 subs over on Twitch. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, like all of the things, guys. Like, and if you, what happened to the 10? What are you talking about, Megan? Harvey says, I love the matching headphones, top and the bottle. Thank you. Yeah, purple is my favorite color, in case y'all didn't know. Jennifer, thank you for the 15. I appreciate that so much. Said just love. So, guys, that is the way to keep me going, and I'm not trying to be rude about it, but if you want me to just be here and reporting on the news, I'm happy to do it. But we got to keep going. Got to keep it moving. Yes, Moose, I started just a little bit early so we could also get off early. Walosi, thank you for the 8 bits with all the pride flags. I appreciate you. Not a problem. So we'll go ahead and pull some things up. Well, a lot of it is just like, I don't know. I enjoy it. I truly do. Yoshi, thank you for renewing your membership over here. I appreciate that so much. We'll put that up there. Again, guys, best way to keep me running. Anyway, we'll go ahead and read through some of these. Let's see here. That does block my number, so I'm going to have to... I might not be able to show it on portrait. Okay. So here we go on talking about this. They intercepted, like I said, a Russian warship and a tanker off Britain's southern coast in the past 2 weeks. The British government has said days after it criticized a Russian spy vessel operating to its north. So the HMS Severn intercepted Ruska Stoitsky. I know I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. in Yelna tanker as part of a round-the-clock shadowing operation off Britain's southern coast. Oh, goodness. The British Defense Ministry said on Sunday. Well, they're a little bit far from home for why it matters is the first thing I guess I'll start on. Trump classified nursing as non-professional degree, thus hurting the ability for nursing students to get grants and loans. Absolutely. Thank you, Luca, for the 5. And that's absolutely a problem. What do you think of looks maxing and black? I've never heard of that, and I'm afraid to Google that. Honest to goodness. I'm not sure about Googling that one. Thank you, Ash, for the jewels. All right. Wow. Okay. So I guess bullying TikTok did work to... I'm not bullying anybody. Complete the gift goal. You know, we're just going to go ahead and pop it on up to the next level. Share the live, guys. We've never gotten to 500 shares, I don't think. I don't know. We might have before. Anyway, so let's see. A Russian intelligence gathering ship had lasers pointed at British pilots watching the vessel near UK waters. So they were just like looking at things. Interesting. What else is new on Newsweek? We'll just stay on here for a moment. Wow, that's huge. I don't want to see all that. Let's see. After Trump remark. Okay, let's see. Ugh. Okay, so we now have a drafted 19-point counter peace plan framework. So let's see, including territorial questions, NATO's role. Okay. Earlier that big progress may be underway in peace talks between Russia and Ukraine, striking a cautiously optimistic tone while warning supporters not to believe it until you see it, and that something good may just be happening. His remarks come as U.S. and Ukrainian negotiators continue discussions over contentious American drafted plan to end the war. So let me be very clear. When it came to that 28-point plan that was released under Donald Trump's administration, that was not a plan that the United States of America actually put together. If you, parts of it, the majority of it was not, okay? So new stuff was a little bit. Thank you for the jewels. So here's how I know, because I've looked into this before. The majority of what was proposed was just a wish list that Russia gave Ukraine back in March of 2022 when they first started negotiations after their invasion was going past their 2-week idea that they thought the war was only going to last for. So legitimately, they just thought it was only going to last for a little bit. I'm just reading your thing, Potato. I don't know what to... I don't know. I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. Phone number. Oh, is it?
You're awesome.
Oh, shit. Well, maybe that's my damn problem. Thank you, Tad. Apparently it was on Do Not Disturb this whole time. I just thought nobody was calling me. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah. Oh, it's working now. All right.
Hi. How old are you?
33.
33. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I don't know. I just wanted to know your viewpoints on this stimulus check. You think we're getting it?
No, because it has to be approved by Congress. Congress isn't going to approve
So is inflation going to happen
something.
regardless of if we get that or not?
Inflation's already occurring.
So why don't they just give us it and just say screw it?
Because they can't. I don't know if you realize this,
it
but
wouldn't matter at
Congress,
that point,
it would
right?
actually be a little bit unethical for Congress to approve tariff stimulus checks right now, while the tariffs are currently under consideration at the Supreme Court level. So,
All right. That's the only question I had.
okay,
You have a good day.
You too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
You're not old enough. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I never really have.
All right. Well, thank you. You're not the person I'm looking to talk to, but I hope you have a great Monday. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 40. I'm not your target audience. I just wanted to call and say you're awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. I
Fuck the
appreciate
haters.
that. Yeah, fuck the haters. They see me rolling. They hate. Okay, I'm done. You have a good one. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
34.
34. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Nah.
All right. Well, WU. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Megan. He doesn't own the copyright to that song. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hi. How old are you?
26.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I say yes and I don't. Half and half with it.
Huh?
I'm half and half with it.
Okay, let's try this then. If you're, what has Donald Trump done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I mean, I'm with the deportation, but I'm with it at not like a certain extent because I mean he do be deporting people that my race, but he also deporting people that are like terrorism and stuff like that.
Do we have proof of terrorists being deported?
I think they are there, but I want to go back as well too. I really want to dive deep into that one. I want to talk about the guy that was talking about the stimulus. Was it? They said that we don't have enough money to give it out.
Yeah, there's that too. The stimulus, like the tariffs haven't actually generated enough income to do what Donald Trump is promising or attempting to
Yeah.
do. And again, like while it's all actively being decided on by Congress or by the Supreme Court, it would be unethical for Congress then to dole out money from it.
Yeah. Well, that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Ah. All right. Well, keep double tapping that stream. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I already called. You said that because I don't support Donald Trump, I answered too quick. I support some of the things he has done in office. I think he is a divisive asshole.
Okay. Did you vote for him?
So 50-50. I did the first time.
Okay. Then, yeah, you're still not who I'm looking for. I appreciate it, though.
Okay. Well,
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
26.
26?
Yep.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I don't exactly support him, but I do agree with a lot of things that he does, and I think that he's doing good for the country.
Okay. It is a little bit difficult to hear you.
Hang on. Can you hear me a little bit better now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay.
So my question for you would be, why do you disagree with him?
Why I personally don't support a president that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution or calls for the death penalty for our veterans that serve us in Congress.
I mean, if they did something that deserves the death penalty, they shouldn't be exempt because of the fact that they
Sedition is not warranted by the death penalty as a civilian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't, is what I'm getting at. Guys, can we,
I
on
mean,
TikTok,
that's
can
like-
we try to light up the gift gallery before I go on vacation? I know that's hard. Giddy up. Go ahead.
That's like one of those things that, that's like a moral debate that's like, you can't be mad at him for that. He's more of a businessman.
No, I
you know? He's-
absolutely can be mad at him for calling for the death penalty of individuals who did nothing but use their freedom of speech. That's not a
I'm
morality claim.
educated on
That's
that.
just a statement.
I'm not 100% educated on that topic. Me, I'm more of the economic side of things. Like he's putting tariffs on other countries. He's driving jobs back to America. You know, you can't deny those things that he's
I
doing.
absolutely
And so-
can. We've lost 20,000 jobs in the month of September in the manufacturing industry.
But we've also gained so many jobs, and then we've also had
Well,
a
if we're
boost
bringing
in
back
the
jobs to
economy.
America, Donald Trump actively talks about bringing back manufacturing jobs to the economy. And since he was elected president, we've literally lost 98,000 manufacturing and assembly jobs in the United States of America. Can you tell me, let me just try this real quick. Who pays for tariffs?
The other countries.
The other country, and you said you're good at the economy.
Oh yeah, it's not kind of, sort of, yeah, something like that.
Okay. So when the United States has a 15% tariff on Spain, you're telling me that Spain pays that 15% to the United States government. The government of Spain pays 15% to
No,
the United
the person or the distributor pays that tariff in order to get their goods transported, and then of course they're going to increase their price. But at the same time, they can't increase their price too much, because if they increase their price too much, then more people will just buy in America. And so it
So if I
basically
put it into
drives-
Google real quick, who pays tariffs is the foreign country or the okay, you know, we're
The
just gonna.
distributor.
Who do you think? Do you think it's gonna come up for me that it's the foreign country pays the tariffs?
Yeah, I mean, do you know what a tariff is?
I do. It's a
Like,
tax on imports.
have you ever transported an import?
Who? Okay, so here's what we're gonna put into Google. Who pays for tariffs, importer or exporter? Who do you think is gonna be the answer?
It's going to be the exporter.
Cool. We'll go ahead and hit that enter button. Oh, wow. And this is without me opening anything. I'm just gonna, right? Question was, who pays for tariffs, importer or exporter? And you're, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you on that exporter?
I mean, like, I'm 100% positive, because if I try to ship my car to Germany, I have to pay the tariffs on that.
If you ship your car to Germany, you are not paying
Yeah,
a tariff
or-
because you're not sending a product to be sold there. Are you selling your
So
car?
I'm saying, yes, exactly. If I'm selling my car, then yeah, you know. But
No,
or if they were to sell it to us, then they would have to pay that tax just to send it.
Can you
And that's like a
guess like
common
what
thing, though.
my no, it's not common sense. Can you guess what my AI overview says? And I'll
What
pull
does
up
it-
actual other things too for you. Cool. I'm just gonna read you the first half of the first sentence. Or just the first part. The importer pays tariffs to customs officials in the importing country.
Yeah, I mean, so like the people who are sending it, right?
No, the importer. It's a tax on imports.
Awesome.
It's a
Okay,
tax
so-
on imports, meaning we've put in a tariff on all goods coming out of a country like Spain, as my example, 15%. So
Yeah,
anybody
so-
that's sending stuff from Spain, well, Spain companies are the exporter. The American individual or company is the importer because it is being brought into the United States of America.
Okay, and so, but to bring it all the way back to basic terms.
You don't
okay,
even know the basics of the basics of the basics.
All right,
when
if,
it comes
if
to
you have a
tariffs.
company in China, if you have a
Council of
company in
Foreign
China,
Relations agrees with me. Like
and
there's
you-
so many.
and you want
Tax
to,
Foundation.
if you want to send something to America, you have to pay that tariff.
No, that's not a tariff. You're not paying a tariff. There are different taxes that you have to pay when you send stuff. That's not a tariff. A tariff is paid when it's imported into the country and it's collected by customs.
Okay, so who are you suggesting is paying for the tariff?
The United States importer.
Okay, so is it a Chinese company that's getting these imports?
It could be anybody, including a civilian. Because I don't know if you were aware of this, but there was this rule that said anything that was valued less than $800 was exempt from tariffs. That was called the de minimis clause. De minimis, sorry. I know I always say it a little bit wrong. My bad. So it literally could be anybody. If I chose to buy, I don't know, a piece of Spanish art, but it was only actually worth $200, right? I would have to pay 15% to the United States government to pick it up from customs.
Okay, so you do see how that increases the economy, that boosts the economy. So
What was your
it makes it-
original claim when it comes to tariffs?
that they boost the economy.
No, that wasn't your
That they're-
original claim. Your original claim, well, I should say, when it comes to who pays for them, was the foreign country. So do you
Yeah,
think
I
it's
mean,
okay
as
that
far as
like it's boosting the economy at the expense of American citizens and American companies?
Well, I disagree with that because what happens
If
is,
they're footing the
because-
bill up front, how is it not at their expense?
because okay, you got to look at the economy and look how it's doing. It's actually doing amazing. Like
No,
I'm a
I don't know if you realize this. Are you aware of what inflation is right now?
Yes, and I know
What's it
how everything works.
What's it
I don't
at?
know what the number is. I don't know what the number is. Do you know what the number is? It's like
3%. Yes, I do
October or
know.
whatever.
Yeah, because I remember numbers. Okay, we're up
Okay.
year over year 3%. Month over month, we're up 0.3%.
Yeah, but why are you looking at year over year? Look at the past 20 years or look at the past 50 years.
You
We're
have
always
to-
going up.
Dude, no fucking shit, because deflation is bad.
Yeah, so inflation though, like that's a
Is
common thing that
also
always
bad.
happens. Yeah, but it's
What is
something
the
that we're
target inflation rate?
the target inflation rate. I actually should know that number, but I don't.
And I just want to be clear, you
only
said you
thing-
were good with the economy.
Yeah, I mean, I do what I do, but like the only thing that I'm good at is like, fuel prices and stock prices. Those are
And
the
gas
two things
prices
that
are up according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Well, according to me, and I'm a truck driver. I
According
drive all
to
50 states,
me.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can,
Well, guess
tell
what?
you-
I can tell you that my gas is higher. I paid more this week than I did last week for gas. Where does that get us?
Okay, I'm telling
Are
you. that
you
me
personally
driving truck-
representative? I just want to be clear. Are you personally representative of the entirety of the United States of America?
Well, in the last 30 days, I've
No,
been
no.
to
This is
about
a yes or no
20
question.
or
This is not
25 states.
nuanced. This requires no other words except for yes or no. Are you
All right, well, you can get my no
yourself,
for the answer.
are you yourself representative? Like, are you a person that we should say represents the entirety of the United States of America?
No, I do not. But I can.
Okay, awesome.
On
Fan-fucking-tastic. Neither am I. I'm glad we're on the same page. So when you say that you're paying less at the price at the pump, congratulations, I'm paying more. So is my dad in another state. So is my mom. So is my brother. So is my sister. Awesome.
And
They're all saying that
I'm
they've paid more
actively-
in gas than they did this time last year. Wow, where do we go from there? We go nowhere. You want to know why? Because your anecdote means fucking nothing. We don't do anecdotes for this reason. Thank you, Nancy.
And also, what you have to realize is
And
that
also,
okay, I'm
I'm
driving
not trying to
America
be an
constantly.
asshole, but dude, you're just not doing good.
Okay, well, anyways, I have been
Okay,
paying less
well,
for
anyway.
diesel.
Yes, Hungry Harvey, there is a Discord. It's in the link tree.
I actually pay less for diesel now than I did a month ago. And as far as the national average,
Would you like a
for
gold
diesel,
star?
if you have one, like I'd appreciate it.
Oh, damn, he actually does want a gold star. Interesting. Cool. I don't care, and I don't know how many times I have to say this. What it
Okay,
like
but
you
as
are
far as
giving
the
an
economy goes,
anecdote. You are giving an anecdote. And so here's the issue with that. Is it's not provable, and even then your anecdote is not backed by statistics and data in this case where we have this data available, and the Bureau of Labor Statistics is reporting the opposite of what you are saying in the fact that the price of gas is increasing in the United States of America on average. Fantastic.
I don't know where you live, but I mean,
It's
I'm talking about from what I see.
Sir, what is an average?
The average is a collection of numbers divided.
By, like, there's so much more to this.
What is your definition?
So an average is going to be a sum of all of the numbers divided by the number of numbers, or the number of entries, we'll say. The sum of all of the entries divided by the number of entries. So if we said we had 235, and that was the sum out of 13 entries, we would divide 235 by 13. That is the average. Cool. So when I'm saying that on average, the cost of gas is up across the entirety of the United States of America, this is why I'm saying I don't care about your anecdotes.
Okay, I'm looking at the current average.
I'm done.
And it's actually...
I'm over you. Guys, over on, sorry, like, I'm good at the economy. Knows nothing. Oh, God. Thank you, Rodney, so much for the 20. Merry Thanks Day. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we are on Thank Day. Thank you, Day. Oh, thank you. Guys, I don't know if we can on TikTok. This is going to be my only day on this week. If we can light up the gift gallery, fantastic. If we can't, that's okay. But we're going to try to light up as much on the gift gallery as we can. Keep double tapping that screen. I appreciate you over on TikTok. If you are watching on TikTok and you're new here, hit that follow button. If you're new over on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're new over on the tubes, hit that subscribe button. Subscribing is free on the tube. W Feisty for sending out 5 gifted memberships. If you received a gifted membership, be sure to thank Feisty. Rodney, thank you again for the jewels. Little D, thank you for the jewels. We have memberships and super chats available on the tubes. We also have bits and subscriptions available over on Twitchy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you? How old are you?
35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm like hearing every third word you're saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no idea. Try calling back. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
What's your favorite?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. I don't like hearing my own voice coming back. The average is a collection of numbers divided by something. Thank you, Luca. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
The prank calls won't stop.
Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Oh, thank you. That's so cute.
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
And what has Donald Trump done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Number one, cut border crossings by 93%.
Cool.
And I don't know where you get your gas prices from, but I just looked up. I'm fact checking you because you like to roll off numbers, and I have no idea where you're getting your numbers from.
Yeah. Have you looked at the Bureau of
But-
Labor Statistics data, which I've been quoting, which again says gasoline is up?
Well, I've been looking at the.
Have you looked at the
statistics that
Bureau of
say-
Labor Statistics data that
No,
I've
I
only been
haven't, but-
referencing that says that the cost of gas is up and it's trending upwards?
What was the average price of gas in 2022?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the
$4 a
Bureau.
gallon.
Hi.
It was
Okay.
$4
What
a
does
gallon.
inflation measure? What are the two units that we use to measure inflation with the Bureau
$4
of
a
Labor
gallon
and
is
Statistics?
$3.19 a
With the
gallon now.
Bureau of Labor and Statistics data, what are the two ways that we measure inflation?
Tell me what the numbers are from the Bureau of Statistics. Go ahead.
No, I asked you a question. What are the two ways that we measure inflation on the Bureau of Labor Statistics? Go. If you don't know, literally just say, I don't know.
Don't know.
Perfect. We do month over month and year over year. So when you go back to 2022, what year are we in?
2025.
2025. What would be 1 year from today?
Will be 1 year from today.
Yeah.
2026.
Okay. And what would be 1 year backwards from today?
2024.
2024. We got there. I'm very proud of you. Gold star. It is not a physical gold star because it's in case I'm like internet does not allow me to pass things through to you physically through it. So thank you for that. So let's be very clear. So when you look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics data on what they reviewed and they put out their report that gasoline was up year over year, meaning that for the month of September of 2024 and the month of September of 2025, it was up from those 2 months, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and what they utilize to measure that. So when I'm citing that data, that's what I'm referencing. Did you ever pull that up? Yes or no?
But you're saying month over month or year over year.
It's both, right? And
you
so
can't
even
measure-
then,
but you
month
can't-
over
but you
month,
can't
it
always
went
measure-
up from August of 2025 to September of 2025.
By how much?
I don't have it open in front of me.
Okay,
0.3% on average was what the entirety of the CPI was. Inflation was 0.3% increase from August of 2025 to September of 2025.
No, but I don't necessarily mean like month over month. I mean like from say September of 24 to September of 25. How much did it go up? On like roughly.
3% was the total CPI. Our inflation rate
No,
for
I'm not talking
September
about
of
the CPI.
2025 was
I'm talking about gas
3%.
prices.
And I'm
talking
telling
about
you what
gas
the
prices.
overall total was. The average was for all goods 3%, which means gas
you're
contributed to
saying-
that average.
But it could have contributed
2.4%.
1,000%. 2.4% is how much it went up from last year to this year. That's what you're saying.
It's what someone in my chat said if they pulled it up. I'm literally like not looking anything up. I don't know if you realize this, but I don't actually have to usually look things up, but cool. So glad you want to drill down on something that you weren't listening to start with on what my claim was. And you're like, I'm looking here on this unknown site that I'm not saying. And it's like, dude, I didn't say some unknown site that you're quoting. I literally listed mine.
Oh, well, I'm listening.
Oh, that is
I'll
true,
list mine if you
Monica.
want me
That
to.
is true. Yeah. The inflation rate of September of 2024 was 2.4%, and we're at 3% for September of 2025. Anyways, can you tell me where on Department of Homeland Security, Immigration's Customs Enforcement, or the Customs and Border Patrol websites that I can find crossings?
The total number of crossings?
Yeah, where can I find the data for crossings on DHS.gov, ICE.gov, or CBP.gov?
Well, they have the total number of encounters.
Encounters. Well, you said crossings were down by 93%. So where can I find that statistic that is not a press release, news release, or a media release, since you guys seem to think those are all different things?
Well, if you just take the statistics, right, if there was 2.2 million encounters, right, in 2022, and now there's 238,000, okay, then
yeah, but I want
roughly-
statistics. And sorry, there is no statistics for crossings. That is 100% a gotcha question that you guys never can answer and just say it doesn't exist because you guys are like incapable of saying, I don't know, or it doesn't exist. Individuals such as yourself that come up here and spew this kind of stuff, right? There is
Yeah, but
no
when the
way
encounters
to
are down by
measure,
93%.
there is zero way to measure crossings, right? Because crossings are not counted by CBP anywhere on their website, right? They don't keep track of crossings. That would include people that are allowed into the country. And
Well, you're
because
talking
we
about
don't
unknown.
know, because we don't know about individuals that cross through
Right.
non-ports of entry, that is an unquantifiable number that we cannot add into the number of people that legally come into the country. So while you can make an assumption that crossings are down, you have no statistical data or proof that would actually assert that. Similarly enough that we have no idea how many people actually came in under the previous administration, under the administration before that, or the administration before that, or the administrations to the dawn of time, because we never kept track of that. So crossings is an unquantifiable number.
Well, then let's take it by encounters then.
Cool.
If you're
Define encounter
encountering,
for
if
me.
you're encountering, well, if
What
you're
is an
encountering
encounter?
2.2, it's people that you're actually catching coming over in a
And what
non-port of
happens with
entry.
them?
Well, it depends on what administration. If
No, it
you're
actually
talking about the
doesn't.
previous
What is the
administration,
encounter?
you're
Sorry.
you're given
What is
you're
the
given a court appearance
definition?
and released
What
into the
is the
country. You try
definition?
and talk,
What
but you
is
don't
the
let people talk.
definition?
That's your
Because you're going
problem.
to
You don't
spew
let people talk.
misinformation and I already know where you're
No,
going.
but
So here's what we're going
so
to
you're
do. Here's what we got up on the screen for you, okay? So here's what we have. Yeah, I'm spewing misinformation, but I actually have the Department of Homeland Security's website pulled up, the exact DHS.gov, right? This is their glossary, right? So it's Office of Homeland Security Statistics, ran by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Glossary. Let's go ahead and define encounters for you. Okay, I went down to E on the like you guys saw me click the E, it jumped right to encounters. The sum of U.S. Border Patrol, Title 8 apprehensions, Office of Field Operations, Title 8 inadmissibles, and aliens processed for expulsions under Title 42 authority by the U.S. Border Patrol or the Office of Field Operations. So encounters are individuals that were stopped at the border, apprehended, and then also they were kicked out. These are the encounters is everybody that was rejected from coming into the country or picked up within 100 miles of the southern border after they crossed through a non-port of entry. Does that help?
So if you had 2 million encounters, and now it's
Why
down
are
to
you so
200 and something
loving
thousand.
the year 2022, by the way? I am curious about that.
It just happens to be the year that somebody was in office. I don't know.
Oh, just that somebody was in office. Well, I assume there was also somebody in office in 2012, 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. I also assume that somebody was in the office of presidency in 1777, 1986. So yeah.
But
Where
the
is those
difference is
data? Where's the data for
here's
1986? Why don't we compare 1986
why
to
don't why don't we
2025?
so you're basically saying that there's no difference in the amount of people that are coming in now compared to say 2 years ago, 4 years ago.
There is no data that we can find that proves it, sir. No. There is
Do you
literally
need
nothing on an
data?
official
Do you
government
need data?
website that shows the
Do you
number
need
of
data for
crossings.
everything, or can you just go off of observations or go based on
Anecdotal
reports?
stories are
So in
not
other words,
provable. Anecdotes are not
any
provable.
report. You don't believe any report
Anecdotes are
unless
not
you can
provable.
quantify it.
Anecdotes are not provable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I want
the
evidence. Are you allergic to evidence?
oh certainly I love evidence, but I'm not gonna sit
Oh,
here
okay. So
and
you love
and
evidence, but you're good
but
with
you,
just utilizing
but
assumptions.
but you love quoting the numbers that favor you, but when someone quotes something that doesn't favor you, you talk over them, you down
Oh,
talk,
are
you
you talking about
disrespect
encounters?
people,
Because I
you
admit
curse at
almost
people.
every okay, whatever. I admit almost every single day when somebody wants to bring up immigration because that's literally all Trump supporters have, right? Is immigration.
okay.
It's literally all individuals such as yourself have to say.
But
I support him because of
yeah,
immigration, because you're all hateful
but the
bigots.
first,
Anyways,
but we talked
I am
about gas
happy to
prices.
admit every single time that guess what? Encounters are down. And then I don't
How
know
much
if
is
you're new on my stream, but it sounds like you've been watching me for a while based off what you're saying. So
I
thank you
haven't.
so much for being a fan. I appreciate all of my fans so
I
much.
actually haven't been.
But when the Bureau of Labor Statistics was actually showing that gas was down by half a percentage point for August of 25, I was actually happy to admit that the cost of gas was down on average, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Wow. You see how I'm able to do
But
that?
you,
Maybe you should go back and watch some streams in September or even October, and you would see where I said that. Like, I'm actually able to do this because, unlike a lot of individuals on both sides, right? Because I'm not on either side, because fuck both parties. I don't think that we should have a two-party system. Okay.
amen.
I actually trust the data. That's actually data that is put out by the government. I just don't like press releases, because see, if I was in a position of power, I could literally put out a press release declaring that the sky was purple, and I would technically be correct because purple is a shade of blue.
Well, listen, though, you can't. But just to go back to your point, because I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and not this whole. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not trying to do anything. But you also have to take into consideration that let's just go back to gas prices. Gas prices fluctuate by time of year also. For example, you're going to pay more for gas in the summertime than you are going to pay for it in the wintertime. Why?
Really? I
Because
didn't
more
know
people
that.
travel.
Of course I
More
knew that,
people
dude.
travel.
Yeah.
Less people travel in the
Uh-huh.
winter. So you can't talk about, oh, the prices were higher in August than they were in September, and then they went down in
Reverse.
September
Reverse.
or whatever.
Yeah. See, actually, that would prove my point even more, is because historically, on average, I do believe, and actually, you know what, I'm not even going to go there. But if what you're saying is true, can you help me out here? Is September fall or is it summer?
Technically summer still, but
It turns into fall, doesn't
until
it?
the middle. It does on the 21st, but
23rd, actually.
is it? Okay. Almost
Yeah,
there, 2 days.
it's
Sorry.
several people in my family's birthday, so I easily remember when exactly the fall solstice is. Or is it solstice? Or is it the equinox?
I think it's
I don't
the
know.
equinox, but anyway, the point is just you can't just look at things like month by
Mm.
month. You have to look at things.
I literally
Gas was
can,
before
because again,
you
Bureau
cut
of
me
Labor
off before.
Statistics does both.
But
They
before
look
you
at
cut
month
me
over
off,
month and year by
you
year.
you can talk about inflation all you want, but gas was $4 a gallon 2 years ago. So you can't tell me that he hasn't brought down prices of gas. You can't
Well,
tell
by
me that.
that logic, so did Biden in 2024 and 2023 when the price of gas was going down. Fucking W.
Well,
Biden, he
gas,
started the trend.
yeah, gas had to come down because he was trying to run for. They were trying to run for office, and they
Gas
didn't bring the
had to
price of
come
gas
down
down.
because he was trying
Yes,
to run for office.
yeah, before he actually
Cool.
got
So can you tell me
kicked out
what
by his
piece
own
of, okay,
department.
great. I love this one. What piece of legislation or executive order affected the price of gas under Biden? Go.
You don't need an executive order.
Well,
You could
then,
just
okay, fine. If you don't know this, so then what piece of legislation or executive order affected the price of gas under Trump? Go.
how about digging into the reserves and pumping
We're
more
actually
oil?
drilling less oil now. I don't know if you realize that. I don't know if you
We're
also
but
realize
we're
this.
tapping
According
into
to the
reserves.
EIA.gov, that's actually the one that
Oh,
keeps
that's
track of
actually the
everything.
website I was on
According to the
that you said I
EIA.gov,
didn't quote.
according to the EIA.gov, in 2024, the United States was the most energy independent country ever. Right? And in 2023 and 2024, we were drilling the most oil than we ever have in United States history. Who was president in those years?
In 2024,
I gave 2 years. Who was president in those years?
well, you gave 2 years. One was one, and the other was the other president. Trump was elected in 2024.
So he was president in 2024?
ended up being inaugurated in 2025, but he started like literally running policies and taking over even before that.
Who was president in 2016?
Barack Obama.
Okay, fantastic. We know that. Can you tell me if someone is not the sitting president nor they're inaugurated, how do they enact policies before they're president?
Well, technically, they'll enact policies.
Oh, so you lied earlier?
Oh, I didn't lie.
You did. You said that Donald Trump was doing policies before he was inaugurated.
Well, he was putting out what his policies were going to be.
His agenda, that would be an agenda, was put out when he was running for president. It wasn't like, you know, afterwards, because that's not how this works.
So you still haven't answered the fact that gas was $4 a gallon and now it's
Yeah, you're like obsessed with the year 2022, and it's weird. And again, so how this actually
But you
happened, I don't
cherry
know if
picked
you
though.
realize
But
this.
you
So
cherry
the
picked though.
United States oil companies actually were able to drill more, especially after COVID ended on May 11, 2023, because that's actually when the Supreme Court ended the implementation of the Title 42 health emergency. And so because everybody was officially able to just go out, do their own thing, everything had stabilized, right? That's why we started to become the most energy independent country in the world, and also why we saw that we drilled the most oil in the year 2023, according to the EIA.gov, than we ever had in history prior to the year 2024 coming up, and we were drilling even more year over year. So again,
But did that bring down gas prices?
that assisted with the American companies to bring down gas prices. Yeah, that's how that works, because they were drilling and producing more, right? We were the number one producer of gas for ourselves.
So how is
We
gas
we
even
actually
cheaper now?
outproduced even the Middle Eastern countries, OPEC. We outproduced OPEC in 2024, according to the EIA.gov. So,
Okay.
since you're so
And
hung
the
up
point
on,
is,
thank you, Mike. Thank you for the whale. It's such a pleasing sound. Can you tell me what policy or executive order Donald Trump signed into law to bring down gas prices? Yay or nay?
off the top of my head, no.
Oh, yeah, because again, it doesn't exist.
But all you need to do is just know that when you go to the gas
All you
station,
need to do is just
you're
know
paying
that
less.
you're paying less, guys.
And
Just know that
and
you're paying less.
you're also talking about the fact that, which I don't necessarily know if you realize this, but East Coast, West Coast, and states that are on the coastal areas typically pay less than people who pay in the middle of the country due to transportation costs. So when it costs more to transport fuel to the middle of the country, then you might have higher gas prices there, but lower gas prices on the coastal areas. So maybe on average, some people are paying more, but typically most people live on the coast.
Well,
So
according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, again, September was higher than August. So that just reaffirms like what I'm saying. I don't really.
What are you
Okay.
saying? I don't understand. You're trying to
You're
say that the
just,
Bureau of
I don't know. You
Statistics.
haven't understood a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And if that was true, California gas prices would be low, but they're not. But I don't want to get hung up on California either, but just saying that
Well,
would
no,
not
you
be
wouldn't want to
true.
get hung up on that because that would go against your argument that they pay $2 more a gallon. Why do you think that is?
Why? I don't know. I'm not in
Yeah.
California.
No, it's because they
Again,
charge
I don't want
a
to get caught up
gazillion
on
dollars in taxes.
California. They charge $1 billion in taxes. Okay, cry more. Don't live there. Don't go there. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't live there and I don't go, would never go there.
Yeah. But see, and you can make that argument like, oh, well, it's because they just pay so much in taxes. Well, okay. Well, you know what? California is the highest grossing GDP of a state in the entire country of the United States of America. Not only that, they are the 4th highest economy in the entire world.
But because they have to get paid so much in order to be able to live there. So they make
What
more
is
money,
GDP?
their salaries are higher,
What is
gross
GDP?
domestic.
Gross domestic product. Oh, okay. And salaries apparently now contribute to gross domestic product. That's new.
Well, it contributes to the fact that you can produce more, buy more, you make more. It's all part of the equation.
Oh, okay. Guess that would be why Oklahoma sucks.
Well, I don't know anything about Oklahoma, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So if you don't like either side, who do you like?
No one. I don't know if people
So
realize this, but you don't have to support
how do you fix
anybody.
that?
How do I fix that? I don't know. Either party put in a candidate that actually has something that of value to run off of, or put in a president that's not garbage.
So who do you think was the last non-garbage president?
Last non-garbage president, they've all had shit on their nose, so I don't know. They all
So you
suck.
sound like you basically sound like you hate America then.
No, I
Like a
actually
typical
love
liberal.
America. See, I actually just believe in criticizing the president of the United States of America is probably one of the most American things that you can do, because if you just hang on every single word they say or actions that they do, then you have no freedom of thought for yourself, and I don't believe in being that person. So if I tell you right now that I personally believe that Donald Trump has been violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution, do you have any idea which articles or amendments that I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with you thinking that something that's going wrong, that you're voicing your opinion. I agree with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But to me, it sounds like you don't like any president in, I don't know, the modern
No, I said that they
history.
all have had
And
shit that they've stepped in.
But
Like
that's going to be the
Obama,
case.
went with his foreign policy agenda, he killed untold, well, actually we know the number, but he was a fucking war criminal with killing with his drone strikes and killing civilians. Right? And then Donald Trump came in, did even more drone strikes than Obama did in his 4 years over Obama's 8 years in presidency, and also ended the rule that kept track of how many civilians were killed with drone strikes. So we actually have no idea how many civilians any drone strikes have killed anymore since Obama was no longer president, since Donald Trump came in. So I'm sure I can apply that same exact logic to Trump for why he was shit in his first presidency, and apply that also to Biden for why he was shit in his presidency. If we're no longer keeping track of civilian deaths, I think that's a fucking problem.
So what is your solution when you have like scumbags who hide behind civilian walls?
That's
and
just
need
y'all's
to be
excuse
taken
to
off the
do
map?
shit.
No, it's not an excuse. I mean, it's just the reality, right?
It's
a
just the
matter of, like,
reality. Yeah, that's just your excuse
yeah.
to do more damage.
I mean, I don't know about doing more because you should always try and limit the amount that you do. And compared to like the way
If that
warfare
was
used to be
true, then why did
conducted,
Donald
it's
Trump
a lot
almost
less than
double the
ever.
number of drone strikes that Obama in his short 4 years compared to Obama's 8 years when we were in an active war, like in 2 war zones the entire time?
I'm not saying. I'm saying that you always
Gotcha. You just don't know.
you always try and make civilian deaths as little as you can, but
Okay.
that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't do anything because there's a chance that innocent people are going to be affected by it.
Oh, I know.
When
You
you have to
guys
look at
love
the
the
overall
whole like
picture.
one life outweighs like the life of 10,000 potential individuals outweighs the life of one. Yeah, I get it. You guys are also and you're so anti-war, but let's just kill random civilians.
Well, I mean, random meaning that they're like living in the same spot as terrorists are, and so
Yeah, and guess what?
you
Like,
can't.
you could be deemed a
So you're just
terrorist
gonna
at any
let
point in time,
you're gonna
and
let bad people that
the
want to
Donald
kill
Trump
you.
or anybody could just shoot your house and kill anybody that lives inside of it, and they're boo on them for just living in proximity of a terrorist because they're supposed to know that they're living in the proximity of a terrorist or have options to leave.
Well, but then you
God
also
fucking
can't sit there
you're
and complain
annoying.
and
Thank you, Little D, for the jewels. Thanks, guys. I haven't had anything come in much. Guys, come on now. NT Ways. Sorry, his slow way of talking was boring me. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, 33 years old. I called earlier about the $2,000 checks being sent out, and you said like it wouldn't happen and whatnot.
No, I was saying it would
So,
be unethical
in your own
for.
opinion, what do you think would be the best way to fix this issue and to make sure that inflation stays at an all-time low?
I don't know if you realize this, but giving out $2,000 stimulus checks will literally cause inflation to go up.
Yeah, that's the worst way. I'm just saying, in your opinion, what do you think is the best way to solve that issue, though, with inflation? Just in your opinion.
Get rid of tariffs.
To get rid of all tariffs?
Yep. Thanks.
You're awesome.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Mhm.
Hi, how old are you?
17.
Okay, bye.
You're awesome.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
It's 40.
40. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Awesome. How old are you?
Oh,
wait, sorry, you already answered
just
that.
told
My
you I was
bad.
40. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm curious just to ask, how old are you?
34. What has Donald Trump done in his 10 months in
34.
office? What has Donald Trump done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
His resolve to try to get peace in the Middle East and in Israel and the Gaza Strip and the end of the Ukraine war.
Oh, yeah. How's that working out? Hamas just ended the ceasefire after the IDF did more strikes and killed 24 civilians in Gaza this weekend. So that's
So
doing great.
they've been
Also, this
fighting for
entire
thousands of
time.
years.
Oh, okay. So that just what does away with the fact that Donald Trump attempted. So you just want to what? Do you believe in
So do you
participation
think
trophies?
do you think that anytime that you try to get something done, you only have one chance to do it?
You didn't answer my question. Do you believe in participation trophies?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Why are you giving credit to Donald Trump for attempting to do something that didn't work then?
Well, I was just trying to explain it to you that have you ever tried to do something that you didn't get done the first time, but you can continue to do it until you accomplish your goal?
Yeah, it doesn't mean I get a participation trophy.
Well, right, but you're not going to get a participation trophy, but if you accomplish your goal at hand and it comes
Well,
to
you
fruition,
just
then you're
gave
going to
Donald
get
Trump a
rewarded in that, no?
participation trophy, which is why I asked you about
No,
them.
no, that's not, no, don't try to gaslight me. I said, you asked me, why do I support Donald Trump? And I said that I support him for his efforts in trying to get peace in the Middle East, peace in Israel and Gaza, and his goal in trying to end the Russian-Ukraine war. Now,
Participation
unfortunately,
trophy.
there's a lot of Oh, see, you always do this. I've been watching you for a while, and this
Oh,
is
thank
this
you
is
for
something that
being
you
a
do, and you're very
fan. What's your name? Maybe I'll send you something with my signature on it. What's your
No,
name?
you can Tony, but you can save that though. But
Tony.
I wanted to speak
Guys,
about
can
some
we
of the
get
stuff
some
that you were
W
discussing.
Tonys in the chat for being a fan and listening in for so long? Thank you, W Tony. Thank you for being a fan. Everybody say thank you, Tony, for being a fan and being here. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate that. We got some
Awesome.
Tony dubs
So
for
you were
Tony in
just
the chat.
you were just talking to the person that was on here now, and you were talking about the increase in oil production. What's the oil god for? We're having a conversation now.
Yeah, so here's the
So
thing.
you
If you've been
claim
watching me
you let
for a
Biden
while,
take
you
credit.
should
You
know
let
this.
Biden.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
You let
You
Biden
should
take
know
credit
this.
for oil
Actually,
production being increased,
gosh,
correct?
damn. No, I didn't. For fuck's sake. I
So what'd
said,
you say?
thank you, Poly Raiders. What I specifically said is that in 2023 and 2024, United States oil makers and producers were able to produce more. I didn't give any credit to
Why is
Biden
that?
in that statement.
So what's the point of bringing it up then? Who gets credit for that then?
The producers. Because
Why were the
here's
producers?
the
Why did
okay.
they start making
All
more
right,
oil? Why
calm
did they
down for
start
a
producing
second.
more?
I'm gonna need you to like calm
I'm
down
talking
for a
calmly.
second. I literally just like
I'm
can't.
talking
You guys
calmly.
just want to get hung up on one subject and then you never fucking leave it. So I'm gonna help you out with something. So the point that I was trying to get through all of that, which I'm sure you also can't give me an answer to this either, right? Is for you to give me some kind of policy or executive order that any president has signed when it comes to Biden or Trump that has either increased the cost of gas or lowered the cost of gas. I'm gonna help you out with something. It doesn't happen. They don't affect the price of gas unless they do what Donald Trump did in 2020 when he, guess what, did the OPEC plus deal, which engaged with OPEC, you know, the people that produce gas internationally, and sell it internationally. That guess what? Guess what they did? They produce it, and it convinced them, and it got them to lower their production of oil for 2 years, right? So that affected the price of gas because that was a deal that he signed and got OPEC to agree to stop producing as much gas for the next 2 years. Now, that's why I said that's the only thing that I can give credit to because that was an actual policy, an actual signed piece of legislation that or agreements, right? A trade agreement that we see had a direct effect on the price of gas because it only lowered the price of gas for 1 month, and that was April of 2020. And after April of 2020, we saw a consistent rise in gas prices since throughout that entirety of the 2 years of that deal. But again, like I only credited the fact that SCOTUS is the one that declared that the national health emergency under Title 42 was over on May 11th of 2023. And at that time is when we also saw that gas producers were increasing their production of oil, which is what we then saw results that we became the number one producer in oil in the entire world in 2024 and also 2023. Do you understand at any point in time how those things could correlate in any way?
Did you have me on mute the whole time?
You weren't muted the whole time. I just chose not to listen to you the whole time. Because if you're
Yeah,
talking,
you do that quite often.
if
So you
you're
asked the question, so
talking,
I'll respond to it.
if
Here we go.
you're
You asked the
talking,
question.
that means you're not listening.
Right. So you just said a bunch of nonsense right now, and you're completely disregarding the fact that under Trump's first term as president, he passed multiple bills and executive orders to open up the restrictions that were previously levied against offshore drilling, opening up the Keystone Pipeline. And what's the first thing Joe Biden did when he got into office with the Keystone Pipeline?
Hey,
Shut it down, didn't he?
hey, I don't know if you know this. Are you familiar or do you know where Montana is?
Yes.
Montana's right up next to North Dakota, right?
It's in the Northwest, yes.
Yeah. Are you aware that the Canadian pipeline, the Keystone, is actually operating and has been the entire time, and it was operating the entire time that Joe Biden was president?
Oh, it wasn't. He shut down the Keystone XL pipeline.
Oh,
Specific
Keystone
one that shut off.
XL. Okay, we're
Yeah.
talking about the XL. Because as everybody should know,
know this.
the
know
Keystone
this.
pipeline, you said Keystone, you didn't say Keystone XL. So as everybody should already know,
Oh my
the
gosh.
Keystone
You always do
pipeline
stuff like this.
is
Mhm.
because words are important, and because we're naming
Right.
two different pipelines, that means it's important to get your facts right. Okay, so fan-fucking-tastic. You're familiar with Montana and where the location of Montana is, right?
Mhm.
Awesome.
The Keystone
So the
pipeline,
Keystone
the XL
XL,
pipeline is a
the
part of it. It's a
Keystone
part of it.
XL pipeline was
part of
shut
Keystone.
down. The Keystone XL pipeline was shut down under the Trump administration at 8% complete because of a Montana Supreme Court decision that stopped it from being able to be completed because of where it was going to be built through. All right? When it made its way all the way up to the Supreme Court of the United States of America, the Supreme Court of the United States of America said, we're going to defer back to Montana's Supreme Court ruling, and we're not going to rehear the case. We're just going to let that lower court ruling stand and be final. So, again, and that was all done when Donald Trump was still the president in office. It was literally stopped and shut down under the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, the 45th president. The Montana Supreme Court ruling shut it down at only 8% complete. So all Biden did when he came into office at the very beginning of this, right? At the very beginning of his presidency was pull the permits because the permits had been useless for the last 2 years because, again, this was shut down by the court system.
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
No,
okay, class is now in session. Did
class
the
isn't session. I'm still not done
Montana
speaking.
Supreme
sat here-
Court
You sat here and you claimed that you were giving
shut
President Biden
down
saying
the
that we were
Keystone
producing more oil.
XL pipeline?
Am I still on mute right now? Can you hear me? Hello. Politics led to the shutdown of the
November
Keystone pipeline. That was
2018, a federal judge in Montana blocked the pipeline's construction, finding the U.S. Department of State had violated the National Environmental Policy Act by failing to adequately study the environmental impact of the project. November 18th, November 2018. November 2018. Who was president in 2018?
Trump got him reopened.
Who was president?
Revoked the permit.
Who was president in 2018?
Why are you yelling?
Because you're stupid.
triggered?
Who was president in
triggered?
I'm triggered by your stupidity. Who was president
you're
in
triggered by your own
2018?
stupidity.
Who
Donald
was
Trump.
president in okay, perfect. And then in April 2020, a separate federal judge in Montana blocked construction on the pipeline by invalidating a different permit, the nationwide Permit 12, which allowed for dredging across waterways. He ruled the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers had improperly reauthorized the permit without adequate consultation on endangered species risks. Fan-fucking-tastic. Who was president? Who was president April of 2020? Who was president April of 2020? Who was president April of 2020? Oh, Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump. And then, guess what? The Supreme Court of the United States, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the lower court's order ruling regarding the nationwide Permit 12 preventing the pipeline from using it to cross waterways. Fan-fucking-tastic. This was all under Donald Trump's presidency. And then
no,
the
what
developer,
you're missing
TC
is-
Energy,
what you're missing
abandoned
is-
the
what you're missing-
project on June 9th, 2021, and then Joe Biden pulled the fucking permit, you dumb motherfucker. I don't know why. In 2025, I have to continue talking about a pipeline that was ended 7 fucking years ago. An executive order cannot overturn a ruling of a United States judge. That's not how it works. Look up Article 1, Article 2, and Article 3 of the United States Constitution, and then go look at Article 6, refer back to 1, 2, and 3. The fact that I am still talking about a pipeline that was ended over 7 years ago is fucking ridiculous. You have had 7 years to do your research, and you have done 0. Also, newsflash. The Keystone XL pipeline was only going to create 40 permanent jobs, and they were going to be based in Canada. There was no permanent jobs that were going to be within the United States of America from the Keystone XL pipeline. And this is all put out by TC Energy when they were first doing the pipeline. And the pipeline was a route for Canada to get their oil into the Gulf of Mexico so that they could sell oil to other countries. Other countries. It was going to do nothing for American gas. For fuck's sakes. Thank you, Sunny, for the Canadian $2.79. And thank you, Old Spaz, for the $4.99. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tad. Yes. I could be Gen Z. We don't know. Thank you, Patsy, for the $9.99. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you, Little D, for the jewels. And thank you, Jamal, for the jewels. We have time for maybe one more caller. Also, guys, if you're new here and you haven't already hit that follow button, if you're on Twitch or on TikTok, hit that follow button now. If you're watching over on YouTube, you hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe over there. Thank you, Jack Frost, for the jewels. I do appreciate that. Hey, look, it's Polly. Look at this silly person. Hi. Sorry you came into me. Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Nigger.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Awesome. How old are you?
21.
21. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 10 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Oh, nothing. I am just inbred, and both of my parents are related. That's why I support him. And I also hate brown people.
Okay, bye. You would have loved that caller. That was so funny. And that's why he supported Trump. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
You're how old?
19.
19. It sounded like you said 94 for a second, and I knew my ears were playing tricks on me. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you supporting Trump?
So that's the thing. I did support Trump back in 2018.
Okay. All right. Well, you're not the person I'm looking for. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay, bye. You know what, guys? Actually, I appreciate all of you, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it out early. Thank you for the jewels, Valador. And thank you, Cup of Joe, for the 100 bits. I do
Hi,
appreciate
Valador.
Oh, hi. Thanks for coming over from his stream. I appreciate that. Now I lost my train of thought, guys. Anyways, I will not be here for the next 7 days. If you're still watching over on TikTok or Twitch and you haven't hit that follow button, hit that follow button. If you're still watching over on YouTube and you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you even doing? Hit that subscribe button. And please, if you're a Trump supporter that still believes that the Keystone XL pipeline was ended by Joe Biden, put it into Google. Do some fucking research. Should not ever be talking. Am I wrong? Like, I should not be talking about this?
I don't know how this is still a thing.
Exactly. That's my entire point.
We were arguing this. I was arguing this 3 years ago with the Keystone Pipeline.
It's ridiculous. I had a caller that was literally living in the year 2022. He would not get over 2022 gas prices. He wouldn't get over inflation rates of 2022. I'm like, what year are we in?
Dude, it's like if I hear about Keystone, it's like when people still bring up like Hunter Biden's laptop. It's like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, how did we get to a spot where we're talking about Hunter Biden's laptop in the year of our Lord 2025? It doesn't even make any sense.
Year of our Lord. Flip flop, how's life? Life's great. So, guys, I just also
Hunter Biden's laptop. Hunter Biden's laptop.
Thank you, Shadow.
That's Joe Biden.
Hey guys, just wait until next year when we're actually able to do this stuff with you guys together and laughing at everybody.
Lots of changes coming next year. Lots of changes coming around midterms in the next year with our streams, with all sorts of stuff. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, make sure you do all that fun stuff because we're going to have a lot of fun next year. For real, for real, for real. So with your guys' support, I really appreciate that.
Yes, you guys help us continue to do this every single day. We are not sponsored by anybody. We are literally only funded by our supporters, individuals such as yourself, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Shadow, for the happy Thanksgiving. If you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Enjoy your vacation. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that so much. Guys, y'all have a great rest of your Monday night. Enjoy your upcoming holiday if you celebrate. If not, then do whatever you gotta do. Enjoy your days. We will both see you guys back on Monday, December 1st. And I hope to see, and I'm just going to throw this out there, I hope to see all of y'all supporting this cheese ball come back.
You're awesome.
Because his birthday is on Tuesday, December 2nd.
Hey,
so I expect to see all of you supporting this cheese ball.
Old.
He's not that old. Trump likes the poorly educated. Yes, he does. He likes the uneducated. All right, guys.